Any deep dive into surface water eventually takes you to stratification. Bodies of water aren't always perfectly mixed. When mixing isn't complete, small differences in density can cause the water to separate out into layers, a process known as stratification, and that can cause interesting problems. This example uses temperature and salinity to demonstrate stratification. The colder salty water with green dye is carefully added below the clean hot tap water above. The result forms two distinct layers, with a narrow mixing zone between. When blue food dye is added, the dye sinks quickly through the warm water, slows down in the mixing zone, but since it's less dense than the green salt water, it struggles to cross into the briny water below. Speeding this up in a time lapse, you can see ongoing mixing in the upper layer as convection causes tiny eddies at the surface, but almost no corresponding movement in the layer below. Even stirring the container does little to promote mixing, showing how difficult it is for the dye to cross the stratification boundary. This kind of layered setup occurs most often in deeper water in summer, when the sun heats up the surface layer above, trapping cooler, denser water below. It also happens at the mouth of rivers where lighter freshwater flows out and above the denser salty seawater, or in deep-sea brine pools. The reduced mixing between layers means the lower layers can get cut off from oxygen and other gases dissolving at the surface and become anoxic, or nutrients and gases can build up in the lower layers, such as the deadly limnic eruption at Lake Nyos in Cameroon in 1986. Where stratification happens in nature, organisms have generally adapted to either survive changing conditions or move to stay in their preferred zone. Unfortunately, human activity has also increased stratification in some places, with climate change causing warmer water temperatures at the surface, increased stratification and the energy available for storms, and winter salt runoff setting up chemical stratification in stormwater ponds and lakes. Understanding both the natural and unnatural occurrence of water stratification is an important piece when looking at the changes in water bodies all around us, because unlike the sharp divide of stratification, we all live in the same environment, and what happens in our lakes and oceans will absolutely color our outlook as well.